We've had a big fight going on with the Dodgers. In fact, Major League Baseball, Bud Selig has said he's going to take over the Dodgers and put a trustee. So we're going to spend some time now with Mark on talking about the impact on Los Angeles, Dodger Blue, and Mark's thoughts about, will another trustee come in? Will the fight go on between the McCourts and Bud Selig? Who knows? We'll find out from Mark in just a few minutes. Well, Mark, we're here at a baseball field, and you know I had a reason for this because, again, you wrote a very interesting piece in your Observed Biz Observed. The Dodgers are really in the toilet, it looks like. Of course, this terrible fight between the husband and wife, Jamie and Frank, came from Boston, bought it from Fox. And now, I mean, I couldn't believe it was a headline in the LA Times and the Daily News everywhere. So what's your take on it? Bud Selig says we're sending a trustee. Major League Baseball is going to run it. What's going to happen?
Well, this is an ever-changing story, Jack. So we're here, talking about this. In another few hours, it could change still. At this point, it's looking as if Frank McCourt is going to challenge the decision by the commissioner to take over the club. That he wants an injunction to essentially block this effort to appoint a trustee. Who knows where that's going to lead? Most likely, this situation is not going to be resolved very soon. Probably would be months down the road before they determine whether the team is really going to be put up for sale, and of course who's going to get it. So this is going to be a saga going to last quite a while. I wouldn't get my hopes up about this season because it's going to be pretty tough for them to play under these circumstances.
Well, they went from 27,000 season tickets to 17,000
season
tickets.
Yeah,
unbelievable drop off of 10,000. That's a lot of revenue.
It's a lot of revenue, and of course, McCourt had really relied on that cash in order to pay off some of the debt. Really, just pay off the interest on the debt.
For the initial sale. You say the debt on that.
Well, the debt on everything. I mean, this guy has so much debt from the very get-go, going back to when he first bought the club. He is so leveraged. He's leveraged on leveraged, and so he has a lot of money that he has to pay on a regular basis. And of course, one of the concerns has been that he's been using the cash that comes in from ticket sales and from concessions and from all of these other things to essentially pay down that debt, and that's been a real concern.
How do you just think the image of the McCourt husband and wife has tarnished baseball in Los Angeles? We've never had anything like this before. We had the O'Malleys, even when we had Fox owning it. We never had this kind of no kind of this. I read once they'd spent $10 million already on lawyers. I mean, it's unbelievable what these guys are spending.
I mean, the numbers that were thrown around from the divorce filings, the numbers in terms of their spending, the mansions and the hiring of the two sons to apparently do nothing and get paid very nicely for it. All of this stuff obviously, just rubs people the wrong way, to put it mildly. In terms of the city, it's going to eventually be resolved. They'll bring in a new owner, and hopefully the new owner will have, better sense of the responsibilities that are involved in being the owner of the Dodgers, which is really one of the, arguably the most golden of institutions
Premier,
in the city of Los Angeles. And with any luck, that new owner will recognize those responsibilities and proceed accordingly. But it's gonna take a while before we get there.
What do you think the chances are that Peter O'Malley come back and
very low?
Very low.
Next to zero.
Just
I never say never on anything.
He just doesn't have any interest. He's done it.
Certainly has shown no interest at all up to this point. I just don't think. And it's interesting. It's the O'Malley era was a different era in terms of running a club. It's been quite a number of years since they sold it, and baseball has changed a lot. And I'm not even sure that would be the most beneficial way of going. But there are a lot of owners, potential owners, who could do a good job and could be responsible in all the ways that they would have to be.
I'm going to put you out on the hook here just for a second. If you had the crystal ball, you're Mr. LA now. What person or persons would you think about? Just the type of person that would be the right mix to be the owners of the Los Angeles Dodgers?
You know, there are a
couple of names.
You know, one name that's been thrown out is Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, and he has expressed some interest, although he's said that he's not interested in a bidding war. There's always Eli Broad. His name pops up from time to time.
He certainly is not in a leveraged position.
He's not in a leveraged position. He's also not really much of a sports guy, so that would be a less likely scenario. Perhaps some people from the entertainment community, they might decide to get in on this. It's possible that a local investment group might be brought together. You know, LA has so much money. There's so many rich guys here,
right.
That it would not be a difficult process of bringing, you know, some folks together in terms of an investment group. But who knows at this point? I mean, it's just anybody's guess.
Right. And just one couple of thoughts, your thoughts on, is an NFL team going to come here? Is this thing going to go through with the convention center with Lewicki and the AEG people? Or are we going to get into a big fight again with people downtown? And
I think it may eventually happen. It'll probably be later rather than sooner. I've not been really enthusiastic about this downtown stadium idea. You know, in concept, I think it's interesting, but I just don't think this is a great time when the city is in such turmoil financially to be getting involved in something that is undoubtedly going to cost the city some money, despite whatever AEG happens to say. And it's going to take up a lot of time. And I just think that time could be better spent dealing with some of the basic issues that the city has. This is not one of them. And frankly, I'm not even sure there's a whole lot of folks who are just dying to have an NFL team here. I mean, if you were to do a sampling, I'm not sure you're going to get a rousing response to.
We've done pretty well for a number of years now without a team, and you get to watch more TV.
Well, here's the thing: you get to watch more TV. You get to watch the best games that the league has on a particular Sunday. The ratings are high, so the networks take a look at that and they say, "Wait a second, we don't want to bring in an NFL team to LA. That means
less revenue.
Less revenue. Ratings are going to go down. Why do we need that?" Right. So I think that's actually one of the reasons why there's been not much enthusiasm over the years to proceed with this.
Well, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Jack.
And very nice out here at the baseball stadium. The future Dodgers are here.
Let's hope not.
All right.
Let's hope not.